Hi, welcome. My name is Lori and I'm with Harvest Lane Stampers, and I am here to show you the Snowman Magic Bundle. But before I do, I'm going to ask that you please subscribe or give me a thumbs up if you like what I have to share. All right, let's get started. So this is the Snowman Magic Bundle. It comes with the photopolymer stamps as well as all of the dies for this set. And I have really enjoyed working with this set this week. Unfortunately, I have been sick, so I wasn't able to go live. My host code for this week is DEUZVEU7. So if you use this host code this week and you purchase $35 or more from my Stampin' Up store, whoops, wrong one, which is Lori_1.stampinup.net. I will send you all of these cards and everything to make them. I will send it to you for free. So I'll send you all of the cardstock, all of the ribbon. All you will have to do is either buy this set, or maybe you already have this set and you want to make the cards, whichever. You can just place another order maybe for some other product that you might want to use, and I will send you everything to make these cards. So let's talk about the cards that I did this week that have already been on my social media, and I'll just quickly tell you how I made them. So this card right here was used with Bermuda Bay, and if you do not have these swatches, get them. I love my swatches. I use them all the time. And you can get them, I think you can get them in my Stampin' Up store. I'll look for it and I'll put the link below. But what I use it for is if I want to match color, or if I'm using colors and then I put them away and then I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot what color it is. But anyways, Bermuda Bay. So I used Bermuda Bay as my base card, and I also used the Bermuda Bay ink, the stamping ink, and I used basic white cardstock. And then I can't remember, maybe I did like a gray granite or smoky slate, or maybe even basic gray to color in the bunny here. But what I did is I took the stamp, It's the Most Magical Time of the Year, and I took my white cardstock and I dipped it into my Bermuda Bay, and I just stamped randomly all over my card. I wanted to make my own, let's just say, designer series paper. So I stamped all over. Then I love this set, Christmas to Remember. It carried over from last year. Whoops, got some good stuff in there. But I just used one of the dies here and cut it out in our basic white. And then I did a two-step stamping because this Thinking of You this season is really long. So I used my Stampin' Right marker and I colored the top part of it, inked it down, colored the bottom part, inked it down, and I was able to get it in a two-line sentiment. I don't know if that makes sense. Hopefully it is. But then I used the dies in this set here, as well as the snowman, and they've got cute ones. They've got little arms, and they've got birds, and they've got noses, and different types of hats. And the big one's missing because it's over there. They've got two different types of trees. Snowflakes. Like, this set was incredible. Look at this. This is like a little lady's hat. It's too cute. Some stars. Anyways, great set. I love this set. And then I used oh, I don't have it. It's in the other room. But some of this, let's see here. Hold on a minute. Some of this ribbon. I'm going to tell you what it is, because I keep seeing it in everybody's cards, and I had to have it. So let's go to my ribbon, which is right here. And it's called the metallic mesh ribbon. It's called the metallic mesh ribbon. Hopefully we can scan in there. It's $8, and it is the prettiest ribbon, and it's gorgeous actually on your cards. So yeah, that's what I did for the ribbon on this card. And then I just stamped the little bunny down here. I think he's cute, and I just kind of decorated him. And you know, our Stampin' Right markers, let me get my black one. They come two ways. One, they have like a really fine point, and that is what I use to add the eyes and a little bit of definition on his leg and his ear. I just use the fine tip point of the marker. And to color the, Bermuda Bay, to color in the stamp, I use, let's use the other side of the marker. I use the, I don't know, maybe like the calligraphy end of the marker. That's what I use. So if you don't have Stampin' Right markers, there you go. There's your $35. Love my Stampin' Right markers. I use them all the time. I didn't put anything on the inside of this, but definitely if I were going to give this card to somebody, I'd put a white strip here, and then, you know, maybe put a bunny in the corner, or one of the other stamps that come with the set. So, all right. So Christmas to remember, the dies, use that. So that's card 1. All right. Then card 2, I did this little cutie. And very quickly, I will tell how this card was made. I just did the regular 5.5 by, you know, the 11, scored it at 4.25. And then I cut off, I believe, 2, let's see, here's my piece that I cut off. I think I cut off like 2 and like 1/8, I think is what I did, 2 1/8. I cut this piece off, so this piece would have gone right here. Then I just took another piece of this fresh freesia. So I used fresh freesia. Let's grab that color. And I did a square that is a 4x4. Did a square that is 4x4. Oh no, this one was 3x3. Sorry, this one was 3x3. Then I used this, this paper. I've not used this paper enough, and I have a ton of it, and I am going to use more of it. This one is called a Snowflake 12x12. This paper is so pretty. Okay, we're going to just open it up real quick. I don't want to waste too much time on this because I want to do some cards with you, but this is raised. It's got like a raised velvety feeling. Gorgeous. Very shimmery, gorgeous. Paper is absolutely beautiful. Now, I am going to, this one was velvety. So pretty. I am going to tell you, be careful when you use this paper. And the reason why, and I'm going to show you on my card, I lightly place glue all along this. I thought that just if I used just the slightest amount of glue, that I would be okay. It wouldn't show through. Well, I was not okay. It does show through. And I don't know if you can see this streak right here, but I can definitely see it. So this is my recommendation. You're going to take your paper and you're going to flip it over, and you're going to use your liquid glue and put little dots on your areas where the little dots are on the back side of the designer series paper. And then you're going to put it down. When you do that, you're not going to get, you're not going to be able to see anything. The other thing I could have done is maybe like put it just right here, because that's where this was going to be, but then this would have been flapping up. So I just say take the big spots, put some glue on it, and do it quick, move quick, and then put your paper down. Then I took another little piece, and it is 2 by 2 by 2, and I put it in the center here. And then this tree, I used some of the foam, adhesive foam. So it's a two-sided adhesive foam. I used that to cut the tree out. Now I'm going to tell you, it was very difficult. I even ran it through my Stampin' Emboss machine like 5 times, and I made like 3 of these, and the limbs kept ripping off. So I don't know that I would recommend doing that again. Maybe what you could do is like cut some pieces that were real thin. I liked it popped up. I liked it a lot, and all the way around it looks good, but I don't know. I don't know that I would do that again because it just, I don't know. It was a nightmare getting it off. But the tree itself runs perfectly through the Stampin' Emboss machine. It's just when you have that foam adhesive on the back of it. And then the set, it comes with these tiny little snowflakes. Let me grab them out. There's only one of them. I wish in this set there might have been more of them because this took me a while. I'm not going to pull it out. It's right here. This tiny little snowflake. And I just did multiple snowflakes all around the card. And this one I did in the Fresh Freesia. And then I put a rhinestone basic jewel on here. And then I put 2 little bunnies down here with a heart. Because in the inside it says, "I love you so much." So this one I thought was a really cute card. And it stands good. Here, let me move this. It stands good. So yeah, I think this is a cute card. So you'll get everything to make this card. And the first card. All right. And I just used, for that tree, I just used crumb cake paper. So you'll get a piece of crumb cake. You'll get everything. You'll get all of this right here. You will get all of this to make your card. All right. Then this week, let me grab this one because this one's huge. There's a whole bunch here. And I think this is my favorite card out of the whole week. I use Starry Sky paper. So I use the Starry Sky paper. And I don't have the new colors in here. I have to get the new colors. Okay, so let's set this aside. All right. And this one is a pop-up. So it pops up like this. And I know this is hard to show you with me not showing my face, but I look horrible because I haven't felt good all week. So this one pops up. So it sits down. Now, if I were giving this card to somebody, I would do one of 2 things. I would put a half a piece of paper here of a Whisper White, and I would do that so that I could write my sentiment on it for what I wanted to say, and you wouldn't be able to see it. Or you could turn it over and you could put it on the base of the card. That way, if you wanted to write more than just a little bit, you've got a whole area to write. But let me show you what I used. So the first thing I used is this Sun Prince Designer Series paper. It looked like rain to me. And I know like here in Indiana, sometimes it rains, sometimes it snows, and I just liked the effect of this. It just kind of gave me a winter feeling. So this is from the Sun Prince paper, and it's still available in the annual catalog. So this was from the Sun Prince paper. You will get enough to put on the back of your Designer Series paper. I did emboss this piece right here because I wanted it to look like dimensional. I embossed it with the brick and mortar die. So I will emboss that for you because that is not part of this Snowman Magic set. So I will do that for you. I cannot stamp for you, but I can emboss it for you. Then the rectangle stitch dies. I use these all the time. If Stampin' Up! Gets rid of these, I will cry because I love these dice. I use them all the time. That's what I used. I used like number 2 for this and this. And it says, sending wishes for a cool Christmas filled with warm and wonderful memories. I felt like those 2 went together. So that's what I did there. Then I took some basic white and I turned it around. So let me show you. Let me just show you on this piece of paper. Okay, so this is the side that I want to show. But I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to tear. And what that's going to give me is a better looking edge on this side, because see, if I use this side, then you're going to see all the nasty tearing. So if you turn it over, then you have the nice formation that you want to tear with. So that's what I did to get the tear. I will give you the paper, but you're going to have to do the tearing. Then I used Stampin' Dimensionals to pop up the second level. And I just used one sheet and I tore it twice, once at the top and once at the bottom. Then I moved this piece right here down a little bit, and then I put this over it, and that's how I got the snow effect. The trees, I just used the crumb cake, and I used soft suede. I just used 2 different colors of trees, so you'll get enough paper to run your die through it. Then I used this gingham ribbon. I love this ribbon. So you'll get enough ribbon to go around your sentiment and do the bow. And then you'll get little pieces, and I ripped that one, but you'll get little pieces to cut out your trees. This snowman, I cut out his face, and I'm going to show you how to do that when we do a card together. And I'm going to give you little pieces of paper to be able to make his nose orange and his eyes black, and to do the holly and the berry and the little bird. So you'll be able to have everything you need to make this card. It was really fun, really cute card, and I used Starry Sky colors on this card. I used the rectangle stitch dies, and I used the gingham ribbon. So that was fun. That card, yeah, I'm in love with that card. I think that was my favorite from this set. All right, let me put this away. And then we're going to pull out the 2 cards that we're going to make today. One of them I've already made, and I'm going to make a second one with you. And then the other one I have not made yet, but we're going to make it on the fly. So I used the satin edge ribbon, and I'm pretty sure that the satin edge ribbon came with the Lights Aglow bundle. Now, here's the thing. The Lights Aglow Designer Series paper, it's gone. It's all out. You can't get it. And I could not order extra. So if you order this from me, you make it different color to do, but I'm positive that it will still have the same effect. In fact, we'll do one of them with the other paper. That way I can show you it's still going to have the exact same effect. So the only thing that I used out of this set for this card is It's the Most Magical Time of the Year, and this is the card. I'm going to take this off real quick. Okay, It's the Most Magical Time of the Year. I embossed the stamp. I put the jewels that came with, okay, what did it come with? It came with, all right, I've lost my mind here. You're going to give me a break, please. And I can't find it. I thought I was all ready. Okay, hang on. I'm going to go get it, and then we're gonna make this card. Okay, here it is. Framed florets. So it came with the framed florets stamp set, and it is right here. So I used this one and this one out of this set. I used the gold adhesive backed pieces. So I used that. I used It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. And it's just a very simple card. And if I'm going to push this card down, you should be able to see the gold. There you go. Go all the way through it. Isn't that pretty? And then the bow. And when you open it up, it's still just a very simple card. And I put a white on the back saying, thinking of you this season, where I could put my sentiment. So it's just a very simple card. So let's do this together. All right. The first thing I did is I took a piece of cardstock, not that one. We're going to use this one. I took a piece of cardstock, and I did 5.5 by 4.25, and I'm not good at just bending my paper over, so I am going to grab my scoring tool here, and I'm going to do 4.25, and then the lighter colored one, which I keep always at the bottom, I'm just going to run it back and forth, and that is going to give me my crease line, what I need to score my paper. All right, I was going to do it with this one, but I'm going to change it. So basically, I'm going to cut this piece of paper, and it is going to be 5.5 is what we do. So I'll do 5 and 1, 2, 3, 8. So 5 3/8 by 4 and 1/8. That should give me exactly what I need for the inside of my card. So I only wanted 1/8 of an inch all the way around, and you will see that that's what it is. Now, if you want to, you can cut it a little bit more and give a little bit more of an edge, but that's what I wanted on this card. So that's going to be the inside of the card. So when I go to cut this out, I am going to cut both pieces because I want the hearts to be all the way around right here. I took a piece of the gold, which is called gold foil sheets. I use my gold foiled sheets, and I want that to kind of go in the middle here so that you will be able to see the hearts all the way around the picture. So this is how I did this. I took this piece and this piece, and I put them together. And we're going to have to grab the big one. Let me grab my pieces here. I know I don't have a lot of room here on my desk, so let's kind of make some more room here. Here we go. All right. So I'm putting my number 1 plate. Then I'm putting my 2 plate and my 3 plate in here. Then I'm going to put my paper in here. This, hang on a minute. That one's really warped. And I don't want a warped one, so let's grab one that's not warped. All right. So we're going to put paper in here, and we're going to really like kind of line this up like you would if you were okay, just like that. Just easy peasy, right? Then I took the piece, the outer piece, and I set it down, and I wanted it to be in the middle. So it's right in the middle, like that. Okay? Then I'm going to take my top plate and pop it down. Put it down nice and easy so it doesn't move. And then I'm just going to crank. Now, I'm not going to crank all the way through. I'm just going to crank forward, crank back. And I felt both of those clicks, so I knew that it had gone through both pieces. And what I have now is I have the hearts, and I have the hearts. And I'm just going to use my finger. And yes, it does create a hearty mess, but it's a cute mess. It's a cute, cute one. All right. So now when this folds, oh, I did this backwards. Holy schmoly. All right, I did it backwards, but you're getting the effect, right? Oh man, what if I do like this? No, that's not going to be right either. Okay, see, you watched me mess up right on camera. That stinks. But that's okay. We're gonna move forward. So when I did it before, I did it like this. And then I put it down, and then I put my piece down so that it came out right on both sides. That's what I did differently this time. This time I cut this piece. I shouldn't have done that. So we're going to pretend like I did, all right? So you're going to put your paper down. You're going to line your pieces up. You're going to put your paper here. You're going to line this up. Hearts going down. Make sure your hearts are going down. Put your other one, roll it through, roll it back through, because what you want is you want the hearts to come here, right? I'm going to be on both sides. All right. Then, sorry about that mess. We're going to set this aside just for a second. Then we're going to take our gold foil and we are going to put it right here in the center. So, we're going to take our gold foil and I am just going to put some glue on the back here. Nothing fancy. And I want it to go right in the center because one, I don't want it to come out, shine outside of any of the, I don't want it to fall outside of any of this piece. Okay. Then this piece is going to go here like this. So let's go ahead and put that on. And you don't want to do too much glue because you don't want it to seep through. I'm putting glue all the way over around. And then we're just going to go 1/8 of an inch. So it's just going to be a little bit. So there we have all the way around. See, I told you that would be beautiful. Look at that. That is gorgeous. I think I might actually like this one better. Okay. Then we'll close it. And you will see the gold all the way around. All right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to use the other part of this. And we are going to run it through a second time. And we're going to put it right here in the middle like that. So let's do that. So this is a 2-step process with this one. And I'm only going to put in the one side because I don't want it to accidentally go through both sides. So we're doing just the one side. And I wish I could zoom in, but I can't figure out how to do that with my thing. But I'm centering it in the oval right now. I'm centering it in the oval. And we're going to push this down. Whoops. Now this one, because you do not have the flame florets, it's not part of the Snowman Magic Bundle, I will do the dies for you. And this, honestly, when I'm not sitting here talking and explaining how to do it, it goes really simple, really fast, really easy. So you will get all of these pieces. All you'll have to do is put them together. That is all you'll have to do. So we're going to keep all of these pieces because we're going to use all of them. All right. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to sit this in the center like this. Okay. And then that'll go right there like that. Whoops, it stuck to my finger. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add glue to the back of this. If you have your silicone mat, you can use that. Mine's very loved and very used. I need a new one. Just a little bead of glue all the way around. You don't need a whole bunch. All right. Then I am just turning this over and I am sticking him right where he was when he was cut out. Just like that. And because I have glue on there, I can move him around, but I gotta kind of do it quickly. Let's try it again. See how I'm doing that? Okay, then my card's gonna open again. So I have my frame there. So I just closed this and I set that frame right in the center. All right, then let's do the last piece. And we are going to do a little embossing. So, got out my new embossing. I don't know, I call it my little buddy because he helps me. All right, then I got my Versamark. And I am going to just tap lightly so that I know that I have enough of the Versamark ink for embossing. Then I'm going to just stamp it in the center. This will be what you have to do. I cannot do this part for you. And I'm going to top this off. So next I'm going to pull this out and I'm going to put him in there. And I'm going to grab some of my gold embossing powder, which I need to get more. And I'm just covering my embossed section. Now our embossing, I call my buddy. I don't know what this is called. I should know what this is called. I love it because I can use these wonderful tweezers that come with it when it's time. Whoops, I grabbed too much. Well, look at this. So it comes with this brush also, and I just got a little bit right there on the side, and that was due to my thing, my little tweezers. So I'm just kind of cleaning it up a little bit, being very careful, because if I'm not careful, well then I am going to smudge it, and I don't want to smudge it. All right, so let's turn on the heat, and let's watch the magic happen. I do not use embossing enough. So as the heating tool heats up, it starts to, look at that. You can actually see it happening. I love it, I love it. It actually melts and blends it. And you get this beautiful, and then maybe if it's spinning a little bit, just give it a little heat on both sides. Let's put this away. Then all I'm going to do is turn this over. I'm going to give that a second. And I am just going to put 4 dimensionals. 1, 2, 3, and 4. My hands don't work as fast as some of the other demonstrators, but I get there. All right, then I'm going to take this and I am going to sit that right in the middle so that it's popped up right in the middle. Then I'm going to use my scoring tool. Now, I will tell you on this card, and I'm sorry, I did not line up my hearts very well. When you put this paper on, you need to line up your hearts first and then set it down. And that's how you get that gold all the way through. And I don't know, I may redo this video. Okay, then I'm going to grab some of my dimensionals here. And my take pick tool. Come on out, baby. There we go. And I am going to put 1 here. And I'm going to put 1 up here. And, you know, I don't know about anybody else, but I really find, like, am I putting my dimensionals in the right spot? And I worry about it. And I think I'm learning, like, any spot's a good spot. They're embellishments and they're pretty. So that's kind of what I'm learning. Then the last thing all you will have to do, I will give you enough ribbon, but all you will have to do then is take your ribbon and tie yourself a bow however you like to do the bow. And I'm going to do it this way. My friend Alicia, I watched her, I think it's Alicia's Creating Corner. I watched her do hers like this, and I'm like, ooh, okay, I get it. I like it. And my bow comes out maybe a little bit better than if you just tie your shoe, which is the way I always do it. So, and I just keep working with it, tying it a little bit, loosening it a little bit until I get the right size that I want. And this one's just a little bit too big. And then I tighten it down and I trim my sides. And I'm using a glue dot, and I just put a glue dot on the back of my bow, and then I am just sitting it here. And then I am going to trim it as necessary. Maybe trim it just a little bit more there. Okay, there you go. Cute card, very simple. This one's sticking. Very, very simple. And then you can put your cinnamon on the back. I actually really like this. I think this is pretty. I actually think they're both pretty, but I think I actually might like the snowflake one the best. Okay, so that's that card. How are we doing on time? All right, let's do the last card. Let me get a quick cleanup. Let me do the last card. And it's going to be a shaker card. Let's grab all of this. All right, here we go. Shaker, shaker, shaker card. Now, I am using the only thing I'm using in this set on this card is the Snowman, and I am using the big die. So let me show that to you real quick. I am using this big die right here, this big die, and it fits in our mini. It fits right in our mini. Although if you want your paper larger, then you're going to have to do it in your big one. But I'm using using that, and I'm using my snowman, and then I am using my little face. And I'm going to show you how this face works because it's so cute. All right, so this was my idea. And if I were doing this live, I would have asked for suggestions. But so I'm using some of my Lights Aglow paper. I cut out the stencil, and I cut a little extra white edge all the way across. I used my glimmer paper. It comes in red and it comes in white, so I use white. I have a piece of acetate sheets. I have a piece of acetate sheet. I couldn't think of what it was called. And I just cut that just a little bit less than my actual piece here. So we're going to put that together. Then I cut 3 little snowmen that are just going to, maybe 2 of them are going to go in there. I don't know. We're going to think about it. We're going to work on it. Then I cut the face out of one. So let's cut the face out of another one, of the other 2. Then we'll decide if we're going to do 1 or 2. All right. So I'm going to just take my snowman and I'm going to stick him in there. And here's my little face. I'm just going to make sure, and you can see from the back where the eyes are, where the mouth is and everything. I'm just going to place that right down on my snowman. Nothing big. Place my top plate on. So in the mini, I have a 1 and a 2 and then a sandwich 2. So I put down a 1 and I put down a 2 and then I put down another 2. All right. And then I get a cute little snowman face. Isn't that adorable? Now I could put orange back here and I could put black, but I like it open like that. And just for the fun of it, because I don't know if I'm going to use it, let's do the third one. We're going to put his little face in there. And we're going to come through. Now, with let me think what I'm trying to say here. With the cardstock and everything that you will get to make these cards, you will get a set of instructions. Or you can come back to the video and make them with me. It will be posted on YouTube. All right, so I don't lose this little piece, I have magnetic sheets that I stick inside my dies so that I know what goes with what. All right, so I'm using a piece of cardstock, 5.5 by, I don't know what, 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then I have a piece here that is 5 and, I need to write these measurements down, 5 1/2 3/8 by 4 1/8. Okay, that's going to go there. So let's put that on there first. Then I used a piece of Lights Aglow, and I'm just putting it right in here. Sometimes I get a glare. Making sure. Okay, popping it around. Then I did another 1/8 of an inch down, and I'm going to put that here. Oh, am I out? I always forget to make sure I'm in the camera. Oh, I'm so bad about that. I'll get better. The more videos I do, the better I'll get. All right. So that's that one. Then we are going to take our snowman and stick them in the middle. And we can do one of two things. I can glue 2 of them down. So I think that's kind of what I'm going to do. Is actually, let's use this. So again, I'm not even in the picture. Oh, I'm so bad. So bad. So one there. And one there. And then let's grab a dimensional. Grab my dimensionals. Maybe just one. I kind of thought maybe I would have my snowmen moving around too. But I think they're cute like that. We'll just have them simple. Okay. So I just used dimensionals. Then I am going to turn my little guy over here and set my card aside. And I am going to use my glue. Just use my glue. It's my Tombow glue. And I'm just going to come across here. Am I in view? Okay. I'm just going to come across here and I'm just going to very lightly do a bead of glue because I don't want it to come out. And I don't know, maybe I don't want to glue that part down. I just want to glue my outside down. Okay, then I'm going to take my acetate paper, and I have honestly been touching this acetate paper like crazy. So I'm going to just wipe it off real quick. But normally you don't want to touch that paper. Ah, it is got static. That's okay. Okay, so then I've got that down. Then, thankfully, that's on the front side, not the back side. I am going to use some of my foam adhesives. As you can see, I've used these before because I have little sides. So we're going to come in here, and just on these edges, we're going to pop these foam adhesives down. So and you will get some of these foam adhesives. You will not have to buy them. I will provide them for you. in this set because it's a shaker card. But if you want them in the future, you definitely will have to buy your own. And I want them to come completely together because if I don't, then the sequins that I put in will come out, right? I shouldn't have tore that off yet. Sticky, sticky, sticky. Let's get one last one here. Just like that. And I am wasting a lot, I know I am, but I'm trying to hurry so we get this done. Okay. Then I'm going to pull all of the backing off of these papers. Normally I would push them down real good to make sure that they are going to stay down. Okay. So do I have all my paper off? Nope, not that one yet. Okay. I have my paper off on all of them. I see a little piece right here that might stick out, so I'm going to cut it off real quick. See, it's right here. I don't want anything to stick out, but I want to make sure everything's covered. All right, so let's move those foam adhesive sheets around, back around. Okay, bring back out our card. So I have some sequins here, and I'm just going to drop some right here in the center, just a little bit. You will be provided the sequins on this card, or you could definitely get your own if you wanted to, but you will be provided the sequins on this one. Then we're going to put it right here in the center, like that, and push it all the way around, right here. All right, and then fold our crease real good. And we have a cute little snowman shaker card. I don't know, maybe I should have added a little bit of static. Maybe because I put that on my clothes, it's really staticky. But then you have your shaker card. Shake, shake, shake. And maybe we'll add a little bit more. I'll add a little bit more sequins for you guys. There it goes. And then you can use any sentiment you want on the inside. I think the one that I was going to use is Thank You So Much. And I'm going to grab out my Stampin' Emboss machine. And I'll tell you, I just felt something. So this snowman, or this snowflake lifted. I don't know, maybe you do want to put just a little bit on your snowflakes or whatever, because you definitely don't want it coming up. So when I do my sentiments in my Stampin' Up, or in my my Stamparatus afterwards, I line it up in the corner. I put it down. This one may be a little different. Okay. Then I turn it to however I want it to read. So I want it to read Thanks So Much. And I want it to put right there. And maybe I would have done this first had I thought about it, but I think it's going to be okay. And I think I want to do Cherry Cobbler because that's what I've done everything else in. So I grab my Cherry Cobbler and I'm just going to put just a little bit on it. Can you see me doing that? Just a little bit. This is what I love about my Stamparatus, okay? I can say Thanks So Much. Okay, that's not dark enough. Let's do a little bit more. Thanks so much. And this magnet and pushing it against the corner helps keep everything in line so that every time I ink and go back in, Thanks So Much, it gets just a little bit darker. That's where I want it. I think it's pretty. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to do one more thing. Let's put this on here. And I am going to add, because I think it's so cute, let's add a snowman right here. Whoops, turn her around. The snowman right there. So thanks so much. And I'm going to have my snowman, might as well just stick with the theme of the color. Just a little bit of cranberry. just a little bit. And I'm going to pull that off, and I am now going to put the face on. So let me find the face real quick. Here it is. And we're going to put the face on right here. And the face kind of looks crazy, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to pop the face on. And I'm just going to keep it in the cranberry. Hopefully it didn't look funky, right? Keep it in the cranberry. There we go. We got a cute little snowman on the side. You know, and let's just add, since we're on here and we're doing this, let's just add a little cherry cobbler. And let's just add a little bit to his nose. Just like that. And you know what? Let's add a button, and a button. All right, let's pull this off. Put this over here. So let's go through the cards. The one we did together was a shaker card. Cute little shaker card. Then we did the most magical time of the year, where the gold went through, and we did a little bit of embossing, and you can put your sentiment on the back of the card. We did 2 of those. Then we did sending wishes for cool Christmas filled with warm and wonderful memories. Then we did I Love You Snow Much with our bunnies. And the last one is It's the Most Magical Time of the Year. All right, so those are the 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that you will get in this set. If you use the host code that I've just put on the screen here, I'll also put it below. Use that host code to purchase $35 or more. It will let me know because it will tell me that you've used this host code. Then you will get everything to make these 5 cards in the mail. I will mail them out, I would say probably Monday or Tuesday, because I'm going to, since I was sick this week, I'm going to do the open to do this through, I think, Tuesday. I'm going to do it through Tuesday to be able to get this set, all right, through Tuesday. And today, I'll put the date on. Today's December 3rd, I think. Okay, you have a blessed day. Sorry I was sick, and I hope you enjoyed all of the cards, and that you will come back next week for a whole new suite. Have a great day.